So dear students, today we are going to discuss about the geographical conditions required for the growth of different types of millets such as the jowar, bajra and the ragi, as well as we will be discussing about the geographical conditions favorable for the growth of maize and different types of pulses. Okay. Not only the geographical factors or the conditions uh, we will be discussing, but we will also be discussing about the distribution. Okay, like we'll be discussing about the areas where this millets, maize and pulses are mainly being cultivated. So in our previous class, we have discussed about the two major staple food crop of our country, that is the rice and the wheat. And we came to know that rice is basically grown during the kharif season as because it requires high amount of water for its growth. Okay, and the other geographical conditions required for the growth of rice are like it requires high temperature, okay, high amount of water and lot of moisture, as well as the fertile alluvial soil. And on the other hand, wheat, which is the second most important staple food crop of our country, it requires cool growing season, so it is mainly being cultivated during the rabi season. Okay, and during the time of harvesting, okay, it requires high temperature, so it is harvested during the summer season, during the month of March and April. It can thrive well in less amount of water. So during the rabi season, actually, okay, basically in the northwestern part of our country, okay, the cultivation of this wheat is mainly being done because the northwestern part of our country, it receives winter rainfall because of the western cyclonic disturbances. So rice is mainly grown in the states like West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, Odisha and all, okay, in the coastal plains. Okay, whereas wheat is mainly cultivated in the north and the northwestern part of our country, like some parts of West Uttar Pradesh, okay, the western Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and some parts of Rajasthan. So these are the two main crops which we have discussed in our last class. So today let us discuss about the different types of millets, that is the jowar, bajra and the ragi. Okay. Millets are actually the coarse grains. Okay. Millets basically include the coarse grains, okay, which are mainly being cultivated only in certain areas of our country, only in certain particular areas of our country. Okay, the production of these millets are not done on a very large scale, but they are being done only in a limited area. So some of the major millets which are being grown in our country are the jowar, bajra and the ragi. The jowar, bajra and the ragi are the important millets which are being grown in our country. The jowar, bajra and ragi are the important millets which are mainly being grown in our country. This millets or the jowar, bajra and the ragi, these are the crops which are basically which are known as the coarse grains actually. Okay, but they have a very high nutritional value. Okay, it is considered that the millets are very nutritious in nature. Okay, they have a high content of nutrition. Okay, so basically many of the people, they prefer to take millets, okay, in their food actually. Jowar is the third most important food crop, okay, with respect to area and production. So after rice and wheat, jowar is considered to be the third most important food crop, okay, in respect to the area and in terms of production. It is a rain-fed crop. Jowar is a rain-fed crop. That means it requires high amount of water for its growth. Okay. So basically it is grown in the moist areas which hardly needs irrigation. Okay. So it is a rain-fed crop which is mostly grown in the moist areas which hardly needs irrigation facilities. Okay, the areas, okay, where like the amount of rainfall is very high, in those areas jowar cultivation is mainly done. The leading jowar producing state is Maharashtra. Maharashtra is the leader. Okay, Maharashtra is the leading jowar producing state, followed by Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So if you get a question like which is the largest producer, which state is the largest producer of jowar, so in that case your answer is going to be Maharashtra. Okay. So Maharashtra is the leading producer of jowar in our country. And what type of crop is millet? Is jowar actually? It's a millet crop, okay, which grows in the areas of high rainfall. See, next to millet is the bajra. The bajra is another important millet crop which grows well in the sandy soil. Okay, which grows in the sandy soil, as well as it can be grown in the shallow black soil areas. So the sandy soil is mainly available in the state of Rajasthan, and the black soil is mainly available in the states like Maharashtra, some parts of Gujarat and all. Okay, so the cultivation of bajra is mainly being done in the state of Rajasthan, in some parts of Uttar Pradesh, some parts of Maharashtra, in certain areas of Gujarat and Haryana. Okay. In terms of production, Rajasthan is the leading producer of bajra. Rajasthan is the state which is the leading producer of bajra. The next important millet crop is the ragi. The ragi is another important millet crop which is very rich in iron, calcium and the other micronutrients and roughage. It is a crop of the dry region. It can grow well in the arid conditions, okay, with a very less amount of water. It does not require heavy amount of water for its growth. Okay, so it can be grown well in the dry areas, in the semi-arid areas also, with little irrigation facilities. Ragi is a crop of dry region and grows well on the red, black, sandy, loamy and the shallow black soils. Okay. It is not necessary that they require high amount of water for its growth actually. Okay, they can survive well with a very less amount of water. Okay. Most major ragi producing states are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, some areas of Sikkim, Jharkhand and Arunachal Pradesh. These are the states where ragi production is mainly being done. Okay, so again here you can see that ragi is mainly cultivated in the state of Karnataka. Okay, Karnataka is the leading producer of ragi here. So these are the three important millet crops which are mainly being grown in our country. That is the bajra, the ragi and the jowar. Okay, the jowar is the third most important crop which is being grown in our country. Okay, it is third largest in terms of the area of production. Okay, as well as in terms of the quantity of production after rice and wheat. So apart from this millets, that is jowar, bajra and ragi, there are also other different food crops which are being grown in our country. Okay, such as the different types of pulses and maize. Okay, the different types of pulses and maize are the other important food crops which are being grown in our country. See, maize is a agricultural crop which is used both as a food and a fodder crop. Okay, the maize is used both as a food and a fodder crop. Like it is also used for human consumption, as well as it is also used for making the food for the animals and all. So it is a crop which is used both as a food and a fodder crop. The maize is a crop which is used both as a food crop for the human beings as well as the fodder crop, which is mainly being used for feeding the cattle, for the animals. Okay. The maize is a kharif crop. It is a kharif crop. That means it grows during the rainy season. Okay, during the onset of the monsoon, the maize cultivation is mainly being done because it requires a high amount of water, okay, for its growth. So it is a kharif crop which requires temperature between 21 to 27 degrees Celsius and grows well in the old alluvial soil. The maize is a kharif crop. Okay, and what is the temperature it requires? It requires 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. That means almost high temperature we can say. Okay, and it can be grown in the old alluvial soil also. Okay, and as we all know that the old alluvial soil is not so much fertile. Okay, that means the maize can be grown in the areas of less fertility, the soil which are less fertile in nature. In those areas also maize cultivation can easily be done. But in some states, okay, though the maize is a kharif crop, but there are certain places, there are certain states in our country where maize is grown during the Rabi season, during the winter season actually. Okay, because some parts of our country they receive rainfall even during the rainy season. Okay, not only during the rainy season they receive rainfall, but also they receive rainfall during the winter season. Okay, so because of the availability of water due to rainfall, okay, maize cultivation has become possible in the state of Bihar. Okay, In the state of Bihar, maize is grown in the Rabi season, that is during the onset of the winter season. Okay. Use of the modern inputs such as the HYV seeds. Because of the use of the modern inputs such as the HYV seeds, the use of the chemical fertilizers, pesticides and the irrigation facilities have helped, it has contributed to increasing the production of maize. Okay. So the area under maize cultivation has increased. Okay, not only the area under maize cultivation, but also the total production of maize has increased in our country in the recent period. Okay, and it has become possible because of the availability of the irrigation facilities, okay, as well as because of the use of the chemical fertilizers, pesticides and the use of the high yielding varieties of seeds. The major maize producing states are Karnataka. Once again you can see here that Karnataka is the state which is the leading producer of maize, followed by Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. These are the states which are the leading producers of maize. Okay, and Karnataka ranks highest in terms of maize production. So maize is considered as a food and a fodder crop. Okay, so you may be getting a question, give an example of a crop which is used both as a food and fodder crop. So the maize is the crop which is used both as a food and the fodder crop. The next are the pulses. Pulses, in local term we say the dal. Okay, there are different varieties of dal. So different types of pulses, like we the people of India, okay, we are very fond of different types of pulses. Okay, when we have our food actually, okay, we prefer to have different types of pulses. Okay, different types of dal actually. So India is one of the largest consumer as well as it is one of the largest producer of pulses in the world. Okay, we produce huge quantity of pulses as well as we also consume a huge quantity of pulses. Okay, see, and India is the largest producer as well as the consumer of pulses in the world, and these are the major source of protein in a vegetarian diet. So the people who are vegetarian in nature, okay, those who are vegetarian, okay, they for them the pulses are considered to be a major source of protein, because it is believed, okay, that the pulses are very rich in protein. Okay, so like if we have pulses regularly, okay, in our food actually, okay, it will help us, okay, to get protein from these pulses. The different types of pulses which are being grown in our country are the tur, which is also known as arhar dal, the urad, okay, the moong dal, the masoor, the peas and the gram. These are the different types of pulses which are being grown in our country. The most important characteristics of these pulses is that they does not require high moisture content. Okay, they does not require high moisture content. That means they can be grown in the areas of less rainfall or the areas where the soil moisture is very less. So pulses need less moisture and they can survive even in the dry conditions. Okay, so the areas where the soil moisture content is very less, okay, where the availability of water rainfall is very less, even in those places pulses can easily be grown. Okay, and these pulses are considered as they are the leguminous crops. Okay, they are the leguminous crops, and all these crops except arhar, they help in restoring the soil fertility by fixing nitrogen from the air. Okay, so except arhar, okay, the other types of pulses, okay, the pulses plants actually, it helps in maintaining the soil fertility because these plants, it helps in nitrogen fixation. Some of the states, okay, like where pulses are mainly being grown are like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. Okay, and the pulses are mostly grown in a rotation basis. Okay, a crop rotation basis. Like suppose one crop is being grown, after it is being completed, harvesting is completed, then pulses will be grown, and after harvesting of the pulses is completed, then another crop will be grown again. Okay, like this way crop rotation method is being followed. Okay, because the pulses, it requires a very less time, to grow and to give the product actually. And crop rotation also helps in maintaining the fertility of the soil. Okay. So basically the these pulses, different varieties of pulses are being grown, okay, in between two major crops. Okay, means in between the time between two major crops, the pulses are mainly being grown. See. Therefore, these are mostly grown in rotation with the other crops, and the major pulse producing states in our country, India, are the Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. Okay, these are the different states where pulse cultivation is highest actually. Okay, these are the major pulse producing states actually. Madhya Pradesh is the largest state. Okay, Madhya Pradesh is the state which is the largest producer of pulses, different types of pulses actually. Okay. So till now, like we have completed, we discussed about the different major food crops. Okay, that is the rice, the wheat, the different types of millets, that is the jowar, bajra, and the ragi, as well as we discussed about the wheat and the pulses. So in our next class, we are just going to discuss about the non-food crops. Okay, the crops which are like the crops which are non-food crops actually. Okay, like which are not being used for human consumption actually, but it is used for different other purpose. So we are over with the major food crops which are being produced in our country.